Shalom, and welcome to another episode of Trees, Trash, and Tinkering. So today we're going on an adventure on the lake. First we're just here greasing the longtail. As you saw before, there was a little grease holder, but we have to loosen the exhaust pipe to screw it back on once it's full. It could come off when it was empty. I just gotta say that I don't have as much of a good recording environment this time, so there may be background noise, but yeah, apologies. So we start on the north side of the city and we head up the Hume Highway up to Kilmore, and that was where we got off the Hume, and now we're on the country roads. Some beautiful stretches of road up here, and we went up to Heathcote, and then we got to Lake Eppalock. Went in at boat ramp number 1, which I'd previously scouted. The van has a bit of trouble. Only got a 2.5 litre diesel engine from the 90s, so it has a bit of trouble sometimes, but actually Lake Eppalock's got less altitude than even Pikes Creek, which you saw the first time we ran it on vegetable oil. And we're just filling it up now, and we get through this first 4 litre container of vegetable oil. I hope to use recycled vegetable oil next time. And it was a lovely day out on the water. We're a bit worried about the weather, it's been up and down, but I consulted with some locals, and they said that it was worth coming up. And then I'm doing a few spinnies, a few donuts, vegetable oil powered donuts. The Tinny is 4.5 meters long, and the engine is only 7 horsepower, so they're actually really slow and really tame donuts. Pretty safe. So and there was plenty of space and no one else was around, so that also made it safer. We were just checking out the Lake Eppalock dam wall and spillways. Couldn't get too close, but I've seen really impressive footage of it flooding recently. I'll link them in the description. And as we had a look at these rocks, we noticed there was some trash up there, so we are turning around. This footage is sped up, so the Tinny definitely does not go this fast. They're beautiful rocks too. Yeah, there was like a rock in a plastic bag, so I just pulled off the brittle plastic bag around it. Found an old tin and a fishing net too while down there. And this was where we stopped for lunch. We put out a milk crate because we try to keep our feet dry during launching and when out and about, and keep our spare shoes for retrieval. I found some string in the trees. That one was really ring barking it. Bit of trash just when you look for it. It's everywhere. This was from the scouting trip, and these are everlasting daisies, and they were absolutely in bloom all over the place. And on our scouting trip we just picked up some rubbish. I like to make it a part of my life and try to make it fun. Like scouting trips and rubbish picking up. And lots of fishing rubbish and stuff. The lake could definitely have less rubbish.
It looks like someone's been eating like scorpions. Like, doesn't that look like a scorpion claw, that top bit?
Making my cousin look at poop. There's a amazing artist called Tasha Roberts who has done a lot of artwork about the litter in Eppalock. I definitely recommend her work, and I'll put a link as well. So it got a bit choppier out here, but we finally made it to the other side of the lake. Just got a bit of trash from that spot next to the bike path. An old rail trail where the trains used to go was turned into a bike path back there, back behind me. And now we're just cruising around under the bridge, which has a highway on it. And I saw it from the car on the way in, and I thought that would be a good place to pick up litter too. I hope to trash fish so much, and I hope other people trash fish so much it becomes unsustainable. All the trash is gone. It would be amazing to find some prize trash. This is an absolutely beautiful wetland area. I definitely think it's important to pull the trash out of this area. That's another thing about Tasha Roberts' work, that it involves a lot of trash being removed. Absolute legend. There were some beautiful ducks and wildlife. We're just using the electric engine back here. And I didn't get footage of picking it up from the roadside, so here's a photo of the aftermath. And yeah, we only picked for about 20 minutes back there, and we picked up most of the stuff in the Tinny before. Floating through all these gum trees made me wonder what the ideal water level is for them, and what I found out was that they need to be flooded at least every 7 years, and there are a lot of dead ones which have been flooded for a lot longer by the dam being built, and some dead trees is not necessarily a bad thing, because they provide amazing habitat to all the little critters, also away from land-based predators, but as long as the other trees survive. So I found a little graph on the Goulburn Murray Water website, and the year that we're in is the green line, 2023, and I'd say they're getting a good drink this year, because the year before, 2022, the red line, there was the most enormous floods. And then I start going by 7-year times, and the next 4 lines, the brown, the pink, the purple, and the yellow, it isn't until the yellow line, 1994, that the trees got a drink like they're getting now. And so roughly the trees have gone 4 times the amount of time they should before they get a good drink. And then the next flood event, the last flood event, was 1988, the white line, and that wasn't as intense as the 2022 floods. So just a bit of info. and I really hope that these trees and the lake's habitat get to survive and flourish into the future. Then the longtail fell off. Luckily, we were right near the boat ramp. Lucky we didn't use the Tinny for something not fit for purpose. So first we're trying to winch it up with a ratchet strap, but there was not enough leverage. It was 90 degrees down, like 4 meters underwater. So we have a go, but all it did was provide a bit of a better base, so it was held on by more than one strap. 2 welds broke. When the first one broke, we thought we could maybe get home, but the second one broke and there was no, and it just went straight down. Home to the boat ramp we went in at, but we just got to a different boat ramp. No worries. Just using the electric engine, and the boat ramp was only maybe 50 meters away. And also the solar panel helped to bolster up the electric engine. We had been using it a bit in the shallows. The boat of shame. When it got more in the shallows, the motor went up to about 45 degrees and could be hoisted up pretty easy. There's the first weld that broke and then the second weld is underneath that strap there. And there's the map of how far up we had to go, just 50 meters or so. And the little loop at the bottom in the middle of the lake was where it happened. And on this trip we'd gone about 18 kilometers. Lily is also talking the video in the background. And all my recorded distance on the Tinny was about 100 k's, and there was also some trips I didn't record, so I think my amateur, completely unskilled welding did okay to last 100 k's. Here it is, the van was finally there. Anyway, thank you so very, very much for watching, and catch you on the next episode of Trees, Trash, and Tinkering.